Welcome back. And we continue investigating the paranormal. What's out there? What's watching you? What's following you? Today, we're going to be looking at one from the channel, The Darkest Secrets. 5 videos that were captured paranormal. Well, let me start over. 5 videos that captured something paranormal by accident. It's not all by accident, though. You know? Well, maybe not. If you go seeking them, it's not by accident. But if I was to get up and walk to another room and boom, boom, there is something sitting there looking at me. That's an accident. But it will be no accident if I turn around and run. Let us traverse into the paranormal.
A whole mystery revolves around the paranormal. For many, it is nothing more than simple superstitions. But for others, it is part of a reality that has been with us
Simple
forever.
superstitions.
Unfortunately, the internet is full of staged situations, recorded under controlled environments. None of that can be believed. However, there are videos that were recorded with another intention.
Well, this is
But
going to
then
be
even
good.
so, paranormal things crept in. Join me in this adventure where we will review different videos that my audience has sent me. Here you will witness truly strange and often inexplicable events. My name is Leonor Pei, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 5 videos that capture something paranormal by accident. Part 3. Much of the videos that you are about to see were sent by my audience. If you know or have videos of this style that you would like for me to see, do not hesitate to send it to the email that you now see on the screen, or as a direct message to my official Facebook. And if you like my content, follow me on YouTube. Help me by sharing these videos with your friends. Let's not allow these videos to be forgotten. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 5. We start this video with a clip from Francisco Javier, a subscriber who from Mexico City sent it to my email. From among the files on his phone, he came across the recording of security guards during their nightly rounds of the subway cars that make up the city's metro system. The rounds were done by protocol. This activity is carried out always before the technical check of the cars. However, this worker was recording because that night, the security cameras had captured something strange. A shadow was seen quickly crossing the subway lines a couple of times. They searched everywhere, and at that moment, they didn't find anything in particular. Although when they saw this recording the following day, they were horrified of what for them was a clear paranormal manifestation.
Oh, Bomboclat. Oh,
Nobody, absolutely no one
oh,
belonging to the subway staff that night
oh.
imagined that the camera would record something like this. It is not a reflection or a defect in the camera. The guards are convinced that the disturbing face is responsible for all the strange things that have been happening in the area. And of course, the main reason why workers are afraid when they have to stay in that section of the premises. What do you think of this image?
That's creepy. That was way. I'd find another job. I'm sorry, no job. I ain't going into no tunnels, no subway system with no creepy things going on down there. You understand what I mean? It's a paranormal thing. What's creepier, if it's a paranormal thing or if it's a human being standing there looking at them? Can they see me? That was creepy as rascalot. That was creepy, boy. Woo. Oh my goodness. Did the cameraman see it or did they see it after? I think they said they see it after. So if he's walking by and he shined a light there or there's a light there and he didn't see it while he was going by, but see it in the video, oh, time to get another job, brother. Time to get another job. That, look at
Number
that.
4.
Look at that. Ooh.
Fatima, an assiduous follower of this channel, writes to let us know of a video that was kept in her family circle for many years. An old recording at her grandparents' house. For them, this footage is very short but shocking. I will let the paranormal evidence play and see if you can notice something. Watch.
Ooh.
Fatima
Ooh.
assures that the only way for a shadow to be cast there is for someone to walk past the furniture. However, nothing of the kind is observed here. She also states that her grandparents always mentioned that in their house there lived presences that for many years were accompanying them. Presence of which was the most shown was the figure of a child. Could this clip be the backup of what her grandparents told? I thank both Fatima and her family for the opportunity of knowing both her video and her family history.
You ever notice that ghosts are usually around really old people or really young people, like children and stuff like that? I know in the middle there is, but a lot of the videos are like really young kids or really old people. It's like the children are just moving up to live, so they're still seeing things, and the old people are seeing things that they're going to be sooner than later. That's just weird.
Number 3.
Equipment malfunction.
I have to confess that you almost never knew
Scared the
of this
crap
video
out of me.
because at first I thought it was.
Okay, let me compose myself. That stuff just moved by itself right there. I know you guys heard that thing move. Okay, let's
The
go.
falling of a meteorite. I didn't see it in its entirety and thought about deleting it. However, something made me look for it inside the recycling bin and give it a try. Finally, it impacted me so much that now you will have the opportunity to see it.
Okay, what's the vibe here?
¿Qué putas es eso, loco? Nelson, mira, ve. Esto es algo raro. Miren, miren, miren.
Okay, it just stopped.
Dios mío, ¿y esto qué es, Padre? Dios, que estás en el cielo.
It
¿Qué es lo que está
looked
pasando aquí?
it looked like it was a meteoroid, and then it just
Santo
stopped,
Dios. Estas cosas no se ven todos los días.
and two of the lights disappeared. Okay,
Where? What happened?
Pues sí, lo que se apagó.
¿Sí?
There we
Uh-huh.
go.
What? Hey, sir.
Something
Can a
was
video
speeding.
achieve this? At one point, I thought maybe it was about perspective. Maybe the meteorites were still falling, but with a perspective that made it look static. Something very unlikely, but it could be.
Yeah, we don't understand
However,
out there much.
the fact that one lights up again attracted a lot of attention. A footage that opens the possibility that it corresponds to an event outside of the natural. Could it be some kind of military weaponry? Or could it be the presence of a manifestation related to the UFO phenomenon? Tell me what your thoughts are.
I don't really have any thoughts, you know. Would I like to see a UFO?
Number
Maybe.
2. Leobardo is the name of the subscriber responsible for the clip that you will see below.
Okay, this
That
this
was
one sounds like
recorded
it's gonna
at
be
his friend's home. She
ominous.
told him that for some time now, both she and her parents had been hearing strange noises coming from the upper level of the house. She described it as heavy footsteps coming from the roof. And sometimes she could even assure that they heard them on the second floor. They thought it could be a cat, and so they ignored it until one afternoon the
Can't
girl
stand
entered their
cats.
home and believed she saw something that gave her relatives reason to install security cameras throughout the house.
Oh
To
boy.
this day, it is still not known what corresponds to that image that you're about to see.
Okay, that's
This video came from her camera to now show itself for the first time before your eyes. No one else knows of it, and those who have seen the video, like the relatives, are completely terrified. Above all, because of what the girl told her parents several weeks before this taping. Leobardo's friend said that that afternoon, from the top of the stairs, she saw a horrible face that was watching her. It was only a second before it vanished in front of her. She says that her heart almost stopped. Her description fits almost exactly like the characteristics of the woman who appears in this video. Whatever it is, this person or entity that is seen crossing in the video has been living in this house for weeks. Number 1.
that. They have somebody living in that house with them. I don't think it's a ghost. And like I said, it's just as creepy. So how could you live in a house with other people that just chilling and doing their thing? Yes, that want to live in their life and thing. And you in the house living with them. That's freaking creepy. I'm so glad I'm living in a small place that if somebody try to live in here when I'm not, while I'm here, I could just bump into them. You know, what are you doing here? What you doing here? You know, I'll go giant on them. You know what I mean? But that's creepy, boy. You know what I mean? And it behooves the person who is living in that place to scare them by standing at the top of the stairs and paint their face in the white. Speaking of which, have you ever noticed that ghosts are either there's no discrimination, man. It could be a black shadow or it could be a white shadow. Even ghosts know how to live in harmony. So that was downright creepy. But they got somebody living in that bloody house, boy.
Finishing this video, we are left with a strange occurrence captured in the middle of the night by a security camera. The camera had its lens directed towards a vacant lot, at which point it captured a dog that was very loved by the community because it would drive away strangers who approached. Which is why, with great sorrow and also some fear, the neighbors saw on camera what happened to the animal. Pay attention. Many maintain that the image is cut off and that someone took the dog. However, when viewing the sequence, the clip does not seem to be manipulated. The image shows a continuity that is very difficult to
What the
imitate in
bumper
case of being
clot?
intervened.
The
Look at
dog
the
was
oars.
raptured.
Notice how they continue their movement, something almost impossible to achieve in case of being cut during all the minutes it takes to get the dog out of there. Do you know what is the strangest thing? The neighbors say that the dog hasn't reappeared. It seems that someone or something took it. Notice its behavior. Notice how the dog stops to pay attention just before disappearing.
Yeah, like I sense something,
I
which
hope
is
you
what
like
dogs
this
do.
video because we have come to an end.
Now that was by far one of the creepiest videos that I've reacted to. Dog poop. Man at train station. Seems like they're everywhere. And they're not just messing with us humans. They're messing with our animals too. Our pets, our beloved pets. They're messing with them. Always look over your shoulder. The dog didn't stop. He was gone. Beware of the unknown. But if you like the darkness, this is the place for you.